How's doing, everybody? Back for another session of how to polish a turd. Now, I've been looking up a little bit about this engine now, and I found out some of the things that I was doing wrong. I didn't understand this tensioner, so the chain's still very tight at the moment, but not nearly as bad as it was. I'll explain now in a little while what I've done. You'll see here that there's a little line inside this. There's two caps. This little cap here goes on top. I didn't know this at the time, that was where your timing marks were. And this one, you take this one off to turn the engine. So you need your cover on to do this, to set the timing. That's something I learned last night. Another thing I learned last night is, can you see that? Can you see the oil? Right, well, you're never really meant to be getting oil in at the starter. So I knew immediately last night when I opened it up that the crankshaft seals need replacing. So that'll be another job for another video. But tonight I'm going to try and get this right and get the timing set up. And I've been following like 2 videos on YouTube of this, or 3. I'll put the links up on this video here, so for anyone else who might need them. So whoever the guys are that made them videos, I'd like to thank you for your help, because it's been a good help to me. And without further ado, I'm going to get started on this and try and explain myself as best I can when I'm doing it. Back in a moment. Right, so we're going to continue on with this next piece, and I need to undo some of the stuff that I've done yesterday to start with. I might have a friend calling in now in a little while, just a neighbour. He sold me the little Honda City Express that I have here. He's called Paddy. Good name for a typical Irishman. Paddy. So just if you're wondering who's coming in, that's who it'll be. Now I found out a bit more about this tensioner and how it works, and so hopefully I'll be able to sort it out a lot better tonight. But first things first, I'm going to loosen up this cam again, this sprocket, because my timing wasn't in the right spot when I was trying to set it. And I have been using a couple of videos I got from YouTube to get a bit of knowledge on this, so I'll put the links up in my own video here for you, and give a shout out to the guys who made them videos, because it was a big help to me. Musty1 was one of those guys that I like to follow him quite a bit, and among others. I can't exactly remember off the top of my head who the other guys were, but the links will be there, you'll see them. Right, so I took the leg stands off yesterday because they were getting in the way a bit, and then that made the engine very unstable and it keeps wanting to fall forwards. So I stuck my hammer under it for now. Hopefully it doesn't fall over when I'm working on it here. There you go. Right, so starting off, our little cam chain has to come out here. Actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to remove this bolt for the tensioner. That's what I'm going to do. This is what the issue was last night, why the chain was so tight. I loosened this up, but I didn't realise that you had to actually push down on the piece to loosen up the chain. So it works a little bit different from the old 70s ones. Just find myself a wrench here. 14, I believe it was. Unfortunately, my shed's not very well laid out at the moment for working on things, but I do intend to sort that out. I just want to get this bike running first, so that I know I have a proper project. But if it's not running and it's not going to run, there's no point going any further with it, you know. So I honestly don't know what I've done with that wrench last night now. Here we go. I think that's it. So I really need to be more organised with this. So this here's your tensioner here for your cam chain. Apparently this locks it down, so you put it down, you push down in the middle, a little screwdriver right into the middle of that, and it loosens up your chain. You put whatever tension you need on it and then tighten it down. So apparently that's how it works. So I'm going to go on other people's advice and I'm just going to listen to them. Obviously. Now I need something to put into it. I had the perfect little screwdriver last night for it. I think this might be it here. So you can see that this is quite tight at the moment. And when I push down into this, can I get it into that? Yeah, see how loose that's getting now? That's nice and loose now. So I can just, I'll be able to pull that off then. Sprocket. Pull this out. Not that simple when you're only one-handed. You'd think it would be easy, wouldn't you? Ah, there we go. So we have that. Now I have to see here myself where my cam is. Right, well, I've become fully aware that for this to work, give me a second until I get this sprocket out. Just now. Yeah, in order for this to work, number one, you have a little notch on this. See it there? Just up here. So that has to line up with the V, little V up on top of the head there. But the cam, a lot of people's having a few issues with putting these in because they don't know what way they should be. You're actually meant to have them facing up, putting it in, and then turn it anti-clockwise until you get it right. See, there's partly in. Now, if I turn this clockwise, sorry, it should just, now the cam chain's up and down behind it. Turn it clockwise, sorry, until you get the bolt hole near where it should be, and it should just click into place. But it doesn't seem to want to do anything at the minute, so I'm going to have to pull it out again and see what's going on. Yeah, okay. I'm going to try this again. So, in like that. Show me the chain. It's okay, the chain won't go anywhere when you have the cam in anyway, so you don't have to worry about it just as much, but you do have to make sure it comes to the front of the cam. So, like that. really isn't working out for me here for some reason. Ah, there we go. So that's, you can see there, it'll move. That means both valves are closed. So both valves are closed. And I've got, now I could still be wrong on that. I could still be wrong. I don't know yet. Right, I need to get now the flywheel into the right position. So that's next. Oh, and I also needed to remove my spark plug because last night we had a lot of compression in this and I didn't realise the spark plug was in it, so that didn't help things. Right, so now I've got it out. And I have to get this to top dead center. And it does not want to move. Whatever is going on. You ever wonder sometimes if somebody's kicking you and laughing at you up there? Right. I'm trying to get this to pull up to the right place. I'm turning it. It's gotta be close. Gotta be close. Ah, there we are. We're close there. Just have to see what I'm doing here and then I'll show you what I'm at. Okay, so we've got a T mark here. That's our T mark. And that's our F mark. So T is top dead center and that's where we should be right now to set our timing. And that's where we are. If I can get this to come out, which didn't exactly work according to plan. We're close, we're not there. Yeah, that's us now. We're there, and I'll just show you what I'm at, so that if you never done this before, just like myself, you have to learn. So, right, no matter what casing you have on one of these bikes, there's always going to be a mark either on the casing itself, sometimes up here. Either ways, you see sometimes without the cover, the flywheel will have a mark on it, and so will the casing, probably on the edge, not on the top, but on the edge. You'll see on this, because this is little windows to do it, that there's a little line there. See that line? Hold on, I'll point it out. That little line there, and your T mark. There's a T mark and an F mark. I can't really see that for the brightness. Hold on, I'll turn the light off on this to see if it's any better. Yeah, well, that's not a help, but I'll try the torch and see if that'll help you better. No. Oh, wish. No, it's too bright. Okay, give me a second. Switch this back on again. that's the F mark, okay? We should be on the T mark, not the F. So 1 second till I adjust this, but you're looking for the T there, and it has to line up with that line. Set you back down here. There you are. So I have to adjust that again. I thought that was the T that I was on, but it was actually the F. So I have to figure out where I went wrong there. It's obviously back that way. Yes, that's T there. Top dead center. Although it doesn't appear to want to stay there for some reason. Well, I'll just have to hold it there then. Hold on. Yeah, that'll do it. So if I leave that there, hopefully that'll hold it in place, which is not. Nothing ever works according to plan, does it? But if you get yourself all excited, it's definitely not going to work to plan. That's us now. We're in the right place now. So you have a T mark, and it marks up, lines up with that line. Right, that's that. Now this part is as loose as anything, but this bolt hole will give you an idea of where you should be. Should be matching up with this top V. There's a little V there that has to match up with, and that little notch has to match up with the V on the top of that. You're just not got a good view there. Hold on. Let's see, can I zoom you in on it? What I'm doing. So you'll see up at the top of that there's a little V. Phone keeps mucking around. Yeah, that's a better view for you. There's the V there. So that's what I'm trying to match up when I'm doing this. And at the same time I have to loosen this chain, keep a bit of tension on that thing, keep the chain loose. So it loosens up my chain for me, but first of all I'm going to try and get this in the right place. This is going to be a long enough video, I would think. Wow, it's even tight there, so it is. Getting that chain out of there is not easy. It's a fidgety job, this, guys, so I'm just telling you, if you're going to do it, you want to be a patient guy. Right, so I have a bit of slack on that now. Try and get my tooth into the right area, and of course the chain would go back on me. Of course it would. I'd have to go again. You know, sometimes it's very hard when you're doing a video for YouTube to remember the certain languages that you're not allowed to use. And it's one of those jobs, believe me, where it could teach you a new language, so it could. Or not a new one, maybe an old one. It's so fidgety, but other guys just switch off the video until they get it, but I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to just be very honest about how awkward it is. Right, I sort of have it now, sort of. Need to get my chain on this side, hopefully. Right, hopefully I'm nearly there. Right, I just have to get the chain pulled round now on it. With a bit of luck, that'll be us. I don't think we're far away. I don't think we're far away at all. So I'll just slacken up my chain and that should go on. And there we are. We have it. But it's very tight. I'll sort that out now in a minute, but I have to line up my screws as well. See, there's my screw hole now. Right, that seems to be a bit more like it. Seems to be. I'll just check my T-mark. T-mark's a little bit off there. A little bit. That's my T-mark now where it should be. And that's matching up with that. Yeah, I think we're good. I'm hoping I have the cam the right way around. And it doesn't have to be 180 degrees the other way. Because I know other guys that has happened to. But it doesn't matter because later on if it doesn't start, or I'll know what it is. So let's hope that that's it. For now I'm going to just pretend that it is. Right, I need a wrench. 10 I think. Never a 10 when you want one, is there? $12, $9. What's that one? That's a 10. And it's a good 10. We got it. Could really use being a socket or wrench, but socket, sorry. Unfortunately, I've only got one sort of set, so I'll just have to make do. So, of course, I do everything awkward, wouldn't I? Wouldn't be like me. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people telling me I'm doing this wrong, but we all got to start somewhere, don't we? Right. I'm hoping now that is us and we've got this set right. Now that chain's a bit on the tight side, so I've learned how to hopefully sort that out now in a second. Where is my piece? There. So take that cap off. I don't know why that cap's there. So we screw this back in. quickly. You push down and put out whatever pressure you need to set that right. It's a bit loose. It's a bit loose. Probably still a bit loose. Would you believe it or not, I've got no tension on that now at all, and maybe just a little bit needed. Yeah, something like that, and we'll close it up. See, this kind of more or less sets it where you put the pressure on, I think. Pretty sure that's the way it works. I'll find out now whenever I take the screwdriver out. Yeah, it's not too bad at that. This little bolt has to go into it then. Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, pretty good. Oh, trust me. Sorry guys. I'll have to do another video soon. This is getting to be a bit on the long side. Hopefully that's it. I'll just tighten this up now. Oh, it's actually a 10. Now all I need is something to give it a rotation to see if we're right or wrong. So I'll do that in the next video. See you in a while.